I see that Joe Federle is in the studio. Are you ready?
Come on, Joe.
Come on over.
Ooh.
Is the control room's ready? Control room's good? Okay. I'm going to, how do you want to do this? Okay. So Joe is the unofficial, official historian of WHAS television and the Crusade.
Yeah.
And so Joe and I may not talk all year, or we may exchange like 2 texts. And a week before the Crusade, I text him. I'm like, Joe, it's Steve. And the return text is, I've got you covered.
I always think it's something good to show. We have such an enormous treasure vault to choose from. I mean, I love to go back 50 years first and then 60. I mean, it's amazing the archive we have because you really do have all those years that you can go back to. So, I mean, what's one of your favorite Crusades? Van, Jack?
Well,
do you remember any special performance or anything you really like?
I liked. I've mentioned him before. I liked the Crusade when Doc Severinsen was on because he had that trumpet, and he ran around blowing that horn, and when the police or the police and the firemen would all come in, he'd come blaring out the back door to him, greeting them with that trumpet. And by the way, Doc Severinsen, the Crusade was going great. He had a lot of personality. He mixed right in. And I did a little research on him today. He's 98 years old. He's alive. He lives in Knoxville, Tennessee. That shocked me. The guy who had the Tonight Band with Johnny, the Tonight Show. And he not long ago played with the Knoxville Symphony Orchestra. He went in and still plays the trumpet a little bit. But they're taking pretty good care of him. He's still alive at 98.
Wow.
Van also likes Peg Leg Pete.
Yeah, Peg Leg, and of course, Cozy Cole, the famous drummer. I interviewed him the year he came in. I had a show, and I interviewed some of them. I would interview him in the studio, but he goes way back. But there were a lot of great people that came here for the Crusade that you really enjoyed.
I was hoping you'd say you liked the performance of a year that ended in 6, because I went down like 50 years ago, 40 years ago, 30. So if you like anything that ended in a 6, we're probably going to see it tonight. Now, off subject a little bit. Is there a difference between a trumpet and a bugle? Because I watched the Belmont tonight. Of course, we all saw our horse, Derby winner, Golden Tempo won. And I saw the bugler, and it looked like a trumpet instead of a bugler.
I take a guess. A trumpet has
valves,
and a bugle does not.
A bugle does not. Yes, that's what I think the difference.
The guy had a hunter green vest on, and I was like, we're trained in Louisville to look for a red coat, right? So anyway, but you are going to see some good horn playing tonight. That's going to be in 66. But I thought we would go back 50 years. I always like to go back 50 years ago. And you're going to see Judy Marshall, Joanne Hale. They always did a phenomenal job starting them. 1976, this is the 23rd WHAS Crusade for Children.
Ladies and gentlemen, for all of Kentucky and Southern Indiana, for the 23rd consecutive year, your Crusade for Children is on the air.
It's a most unusual day. Feel like throwing my worries away. As an old native-born Californian would say, it's a most unusual day. There's a most unusual sky, not a sign of a cloud passing by. And if I want to sing, throw my heart in the ring, it's a most unusual day. There are people greeting people, there is sunshine everywhere. There are people greeting people, and a feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I keep feeling my temperature climb. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's a most unusual, most unusual, most unusual day.
From Kentuckiana and around this great nation of ours have come stars to help with your 23rd Crusade for Children. But here are the real stars of your Crusade for Children, the mentally and physically handicapped children of Kentucky and southern Indiana. Whether or not their lives can be made worthwhile depends on you.
There are people meeting people, there is sunshine everywhere. There are people meeting people, and a feeling of spring in the air. It's a most unusual time. I can feel in my temperature rise. If my heart won't behave in the usual way, well, there's only one thing to say. It's the most unusual, most unusual, most unusual, most unusual, most unusual day.
That was Jack Fox doing the voiceover on that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, it was.
This is not the first time that we have.
Crusade for
discovered
Children
that.
is on the air. There we go. Yeah.
One more time. I forgot.
The Crusade for Children is on the air. There we go.
Still got it.
He does.
Yeah.
So the voice in airports, we should let people know.
Elevator moved to the right of the escalator.
That's right. That's right.
Hand over there.
When I do fly, I always look for you. Or listen for you. In 1966, we had a really cool singer. He actually sang opera.
Huh?
Did you ever remember the time that we had opera on the Crusade stage? It's very impressive. Figaro, Figaro, you know, that one. And he gets a really good falsetto. You're going to love it. I should know this guy's name because he was also a performer in the 86 or 85 Crusades. You probably know him. You can help us find out who he is. This is one of the earliest archives available, 66. Yeah, this is 60 years ago. It's so cool to work here during this weekend has been preserved doing the same thing. And we can go back 60 years ago. Just watch this and see it's this exact same stage that we had tonight. Not the same physical stage because this is Memorial Auditorium. In 66 we were still Memorial Auditorium. It's just cool to watch this. You also have he sings a few good songs. On a Clear Day You Can See Forever. This is 66. This is before Barbara Streisand starred in the movie where she sang it. I mean, this is amazing that this stuff is there. And it's a good time capsule to see what was hip back then. And you're going to see some horn playing. There's a blonde lady, I forget her name. She does a really good song, and I can see why they picked the song. She's talking about how excited she is for humanity, and we should all just be happy. She said, I could hug anybody, I could kiss anybody because she's just so happy. Really, that's what this night does, this weekend does for anybody. So it's kind of lengthy, but you're going to like it. It's 14 minutes. It's really cool. It's got a lot to it.
Stick together, man to man. Now if he opens with stout-hearted men, it's the glory road, and then starts on Sigmund Romberg again. You know he's a baritone. If he's slightly big in the head, if he's just a bit overfed, if he wishes all tenors were dead, you know he's a baritone. tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, donne e ragazzi, vecchie fanciulle, quale parrucca, presto la barba, quale sanguigna, e presto il biglietto, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, tutti mi chiedono, tutti mi vogliono, quale parrucca, presto la barba, presto il biglietto. Figaro, 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 Figaro. Apro Figaro, pagorovissimo, apro Figaro, babavissimo. Hatte fortuna, non mancherà. Apro Figaro, babavissimo, apro Figaro, babavissimo. Hatte fortuna, non mancherà. Sono il debatore della città, sono il debatore della città, della città, della città. Sweat and strain, bodies all aching and racked with pain. Coat that march, lift that veil, get a little drunk, and you'll land in jail. I get so weary, and I'm sick of trying. I'm tired of living, and I'm feared of dying. But old man River, he just keeps a rolling along. As long as there's a barrier. On a clear day, rise and look around you, and you'll see who you are. On a clear day, how it will astound you that the glow of your being outshines every star. You'll feel part of every mountain
I don't know of a man who can state our cause better than the fellow I'd like to introduce now, Randy Atcher.
God gave us love and let it grow. He touched our hearts and made them glow. He held our hands that we might know down which paths our feet may go. He showed us beauty everywhere. We shared a joy beyond compare. We must forever in our prayer thank him for his loving care. But soon our hearts must know the piercing thrust of pain, for in the joy of life we must bear the strife. Now, dear God, our lives to thee we give. Always for others let us live, that through our lives our love may show. Thanking thee who made it so. When some good fortune comes our way, it's so simple any time of day to just kneel and pray and softly say, thank you, Lord. But suppose you could not kneel or speak. On Sunday morn we rise and go to our place of worship, where we know we'll hear God's word. With the comfort to our soul his word can bring. And suppose you could not hear. Jesus was crucified and died to wash away our sins. See, he hangs on the cross of Calvary, the Savior of men. And see, he is risen from the dead to live again. And suppose you could not see. Things we take for granted, part of every day, others, with our help, may also do someday, we hope and pray. But soon our hearts must know the piercing thrust of pain, for in the joy of life we must bear the pain. Now, dear God, our lives to thee we bring. Always for others let us live, that through our lives our love may show. Thanking thee who made it so. Thanking thee who made it so.
Let's welcome Paula Wayne.
On a wonderful night like tonight, I defy any cloud to appear in my sky, dare any raindrop to plop in my eye. On a wonderful night like tonight, on a glorious evening like this, when that moon is as big as a yellow balloon, even the sparrows are singing in tune. On a wonderful night like tonight, on an evening like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. Let me say, furthermore, I'd adore everybody to come and dine. The pleasure's mine and I will pay the bill. Let me take this occasion to say race should fall down on its knees. Show that we're grateful for evenings like these on a wonderful night like tonight. On an evening like this, I could kiss everybody. I'm so full of love and goodwill. Let me say, furthermore, I'd adore everybody to come and dine. The pleasure's mine, and I will pay the bill. Let me take this occasion to say that the whole human race should fall down on its knees. Show that we're grateful for evenings like these, 'cause the world is a wonderful sight on a wonderful night like tonight. Come on, everybody, help us out. Yeah.
Amazing. Wasn't that an appropriate song for this weekend? She's very happy.
Yeah.
Beautiful, too.
That's from
60 years.
1966.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some really classy local musicians here.
Oh, yeah.
Really classy.
Yeah. If you know the name of the gentleman who sang Figaro, Figaro, call and let us know.
Yeah, that's what's written.
He was with the Crusade a long time.
Been here since 7 p.m. and they're carrying us until 7 a.m. They're on it.
All right, and part of the fun of the overnight of the crusade is that we take a look back on some past crusades. Joe Fairley is our resident historian who.
Who was it? Casey Kaysen? Is he the one who always said, "And we are rolling through the top"?
Yeah.
Casey,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, we got a list and we're rolling through it. We went back in time to the 60s, 70s. Now, what do you all remember about 1986? What was happening in your all's lives in 1986?
Well, Van knows what was happening.
Yeah,
in 86.
we won the NCAA, the University of Louisville Cardinals in 1986.
Yeah, that was the, not the Darrell Griffin, so that was 80.
No, that was Never Nervous, Purvis year.
That's right.
There's a great story about
His
it.
signature's right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and we didn't. Larry W. Won that jersey for a bid of $1,010 for the Crusade for Children. So, Larry, somebody from the Crusade office will get in touch with you on how you can get this jersey. But it's going to look great in your home or man cave or wherever you're going to put that. So where are we going now?
In 1986, it was a really good year. Oh, okay. I'm going to get it during the break because I have an actual prop I want to show off that goes with this. In 1986, we had a really cool theme song, and it ended with "Share the Joy." And you're going to have, I'm going to go get something that you walk past every year, and I finally realized this must be from 86 because that was like our slogan that year. And so you're going to start out seeing that. It's long, but it's so 80s. You know, it seems like everybody had a positive 80s theme song. You know, I mean, we had some pretty nice ones at WHAS 11 News, but of course the Crusade had it. And you remember Dukes of Hazzard?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Who were the stars?
Yeah, that's a good
Blonde-headed
question.
guy,
John Snyder.
John Snyder, and
Oh, she knows.
Who?
John Snyder.
And
Tom Wopat.
Tom Wolfe, yeah,
yes, Tom Wopat,
yeah.
right. Well, I don't know if Tom Wopat ever
Catherine
came.
Bach.
What?
Can't leave out Catherine Bach.
Right, yeah.
That's right. He's a Duke, right? Well, it was John Snyder. He got a pretty good recording career. He was a good singer. And wouldn't you like to see what he looked like in 1986?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll that footage. 1986.
WHAS TV, Stereo 11, Louisville, Kentucky.
Programs scheduled from now until tomorrow evening will not be seen, so that we may bring you the 1986 WHAS Crusade for Children. Artists on this program appear with the cooperation and permission of Theater Authority Incorporated, whose member unions are Actors Equity Association, American Federation of Television and Radio Artists, American Guild of Musical Artists, American Guild of Variety Artists, and the Screen Actors Guild.
From Louisville for the 33rd year, it's the WHAS Crusade for Children.
Share the joy. Crusade for children. Share the hope. Crusade for children. crew is ready, the lights are coming up. Join us now. Share it all. It's the Crusade for Children. People together, hearts filled with love. The Crusade for Children. So much has been done. Stars fill the night and day to help a child. They're coming your way. The Crusade for Children. Something special every year. Share the joy, share the hope, share the love. The Crusade for Children. Share it all. Take the time to look inside and see what you should do. The Crusade for Children. So much more can be done. You're at the heart of all we are. The Crusade for Children needs more people like you to share the joy, share the hope, share the love. The Crusade for Children, share it all. Share the joy on a child's face when he takes a step or she runs a race. Share the hope of a mother and father. Share the love for the children. They need us, we need you. Join with us, the Crusade for Children. Share it all. Share the joy. Crusade for Children. Share the love. Crusade for Children. Share the hope. The children are our hope. The Crusade for Children. Share it all.
This is the 1986 WHAS Crusade for Children. Tonight, your Crusade host, Wayne Perky, welcomes special guest stars and entertainers from Louisville and across the nation. Mel Owen and the Crusade Orchestra. Judy Marshall. Joanne Hale. At the first ever Crusade concert, your host in Pleasure Ridge Park, country music's #1 disc jockey from Continuous Country 97 FM WAMZ, Coyote Calhoun. And Karen Craft. Kentuckiana's own Stone Mill Band. Rock legend and now a country music star, climbing the charts once again, Billy Joe Royal. From the television screen to the silver screen, record producer, writer, now with another #1 country music hit, John Schneider. All of our stars are volunteers from fire departments, businesses, industry, as well as thousands of individuals gathered tonight for one reason: to share the joy of giving and to help children with handicaps in Kentucky and southern Indiana get a great start in life.
This could be the start of something. This could be the heart of something. This could be the start of something
Now, your host for the next 24 hours, Wayne Perky.
Thank you, Doug and gentlemen, and welcome. For the 33rd year in a row, you have an opportunity to make a miracle happen tonight to help young folks like Mylyn Curry. Hello, Mylyn. Want to sing for us? Yes? Mylene, that's wonderful. Isn't that nice? That's a nice song. Mylene Curry is 4 years old. She's a student at the Rock Center, and she's got a good buddy in Joe Dotson here from Edgewood. How you doing, Joe?
Pretty good, Wayne.
You got a bundle in your arms.
Sure
there.
do.
Yeah, she's
Very
an energetic
special
young lady, isn't she? Yeah.
Yes, she is.
And this is Mark Huth from Lafayette Township. What's the word from Lafayette now, Mark?
We've been working hard all day, and we hope to pass our last year's total.
Got some good news for us, huh?
Yes.
Good for you. Well, that's the kind of information we're looking for, of course. And Carol Morgan, you're captain from Worthington. What's the news from there?
We are doing very well. As of this afternoon, we were within a few $100s of equaling last year's total, so we're very satisfied with what's happening.
Well, we're on our way, and we've had some exciting stories to share over the next 24 hours, and we invite you to be a part of it. And you can, too. I'll give you this. Let you guys take Mylene with you. And I'll be looking for you guys in a little bit, okay? Come on back, guys. And you can be a part of it, too, by dialing 571-2345. Do it right now so that Mylene Curry and thousands of other special children in Kentucky and southern Indiana, when we finish with that last dime and that last dollar going to the fishbowl this time tomorrow night, they're going to say, thanks, Kentuckiana, you've done it again. Call 572-12345 right now. Our friends from South Central Bell are waiting to take your call. And once you've made your pledge, while it's still fresh on your mind, go ahead and pick up your pen and check and go ahead and write that check to the Crusade for Children. Mail it to Crusade for Children, WHAS, Post Office Box 1084, Louisville 40201. It is really, really easy. Your contributions over the past 33 years have totaled over $24 million for our special children. We want to show you how your dollars are going to work.
Your nickels, dimes, and dollars over the years have been wisely spent to help literally thousands and thousands of children with handicaps. Your money has also been used to buy equipment that has saved lives as well. In hospitals all over Kentucky and southern Indiana, right this minute, that Crusade equipment is working to sustain life, to help a young child struggle through an illness or a birth defect. Equipment bought with the money you give every year is in schools and at agencies providing much-needed therapy for tiny arms and legs. Therapy that will make walking and playing possible. Special teachers are paid by Crusade grants. Teachers who are patient and skilled in helping a youngster learn to talk, listen, or to read Braille. Your Crusade dollars buy vans and buses with special lifts so children with handicaps can get an education or travel back and forth to therapy. State-of-the-art computers help youngsters master concepts most of us take for granted. Crusade donated equipment helps children with handicaps become independent, self-confident. Crusade dollars help non-handicapped children too. Victims of an accident or sudden illness are helped, more often than not, at hospitals with life-saving machines paid for with the money you give to the Crusade. And don't forget, the money you give stays right here to help your children and your neighbors' kids in Kentucky and southern Indiana. You can truly be proud of what you and everyone in Kentuckiana have done over the past 32 years for the children, and of what you're about to do again tonight. You're about to create another miracle for the children.
All right. The 1986 Crusade for Children.
Well, me and Asher, we went and got this big artifact. Now, see, it says share the joy, and I think, don't you think that must have been from '86?
Sure.
Yeah. And that's always sitting in the basement. So, I mean, it's neat that now we know the rest of the story. They had a whole theme song based off of that little theme that year.
And what did you find here?
Well, of course, Dara, we need to, please, call Dara. She needs your help. She needs something to do. She's able to get this picture back up because she got to meet John Snyder and Tom Wopat.
Hang on,
she got
I
to
can't
meet,
hear you.
I'm so sorry. She got to meet Tom Wopat and John Snyder. You just saw him, and this is about 8 years ago, right? Yeah. Yeah, and this is both of them right here. I'm sure Asher's going to do a really good job of zooming into this.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
Now this is John Snyder right here in the maroon.
That's not John Snyder.
I'm sorry, John Snyder. And that's Tom Wopat.
Are you trying to get some pizza?
That's right. Well, this is you with the General Lee, right? So this is how she was able to tell me Tom Wopat's name. Because she met him. Very cool, very cool.
Nice.
So thank you, Dara. Everybody, please say thank you to Dara and give her a call.
Thank you.
Call her. Call her.
Call me.
The number to call is 582-7511, 1-888-382-7511. A favorite Crusade memory before you go?
Back the first one in 1973 when McLean Stevenson pole vaulted onto the stage and wound up in the band pit. I still remember that one. So.
Do we have archive footage of that?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, we showed that a couple years ago. Yeah.
Is that the one that we saw you in it too?
Yeah. It was a different one, I think, a few years later, yeah.
Now, Mallory Schnell, our chief meteorologist, she really loves that too because her mom was the Crusade Queen that year in 1973.
I remember that, yes. I remember that, yeah.
Beautiful. She looks just like her mom.
Yeah, she does, yeah. That's a great job.
All right, Jack.
All right,
Thank you. Thank you so much for being here. Van Vance had to leave as well, but always appreciate Jack and Van coming in and reminiscing with us of past Crusades. And Van really is an encyclopedia.
I know.
He remembers everything. The interviews that we did with the U of L folks, Mel Wagner looked at him and he said, Van, I don't know how you're remembering this stuff, but you're remembering every detail that you're telling. So it's always good to have those guys.
We are so fortunate. Yeah. And well, you do a great job of always asking them back, and they always want to come back for you. I think it's wonderful to have that knowledge on hand.
I love it.
At this time of the night, too.
Yes.
Yeah. And our phone was ringing earlier. So
yes,
we're getting
thank
people calling, so thank you for calling. Keep calling. We've got them ready to take your call, take your donation.
Were they asking you what John Snyder and Tom Wopat was like? No.
You must have pizza on your mind.
I'm sorry, John Snyder, not Snyder.
She did tell me that her daughter has actually benefited.
That's
that's
wonderful.
great.
Her
That's
daughter
great.
benefits. Awesome. See, that's why
why we
we're
do
here.
this.
Yeah.
That's why we do this.
Let's keep going down memory lane.
Yeah.
We're coming up on 3 a.m. here.
That's right. In 1986, we're still in 86. We're still in the mid-80s.
Okay.
Jim Walton, you remember Jim Walton? He was the official first Crusade MC. And from 1954 all the way on until he passed away in 1985. And so 1986 was the first Crusade without him. And Bud Harbesmeyer, the Crusade director at the time, he did a really good piece about him. And then after this, you're also going to see about how 40 years ago, WHAS 11 was in the process of being sold from the Bingham family to Providence Journal. And of course, that's when the Courier Journal was also sold to Gannett. WHS Radio was sold to Clear Channel, right? So it was kind of sad 40 years ago, but it's kind of awesome because the man who co-founded Food Network, Mr. Clifford, I believe it was, you'll see it in this clip here, he was the owner of Providence Journal. And this is a really good clip because you're going to see the piece about Jim Walton, but also how fortunate the Crusade is and the community is that we didn't just get bought out and somebody not care about it, because the Binghams made sure that this lasted for years, decades, and it was such a blessing that somebody, you can hear Mr. Clifford say, this is important to us, we're going to keep it going. And of course, now that company was bought out by Belo, and that was bought out by, that was Tegna. So it's just wonderful. I think at this point, people know how important this treasure is to the community.
Absolutely.
And we're thankful for the ownership. And this is just a real good testament about how he started the tradition of, even though it's no longer the Binghams that own us anymore, but it's still, it's kind of like, it's such a good gem of the community. It transcends ownerships. It has to go on. So this is a cool piece from 1986. This is Jim Walton. And you'll see, it's a good tribute because you get to see some old clips of him. Cool.
Obviously, we're dedicating this 33rd WHAS Crusade for Children to the children, the special children of Kentucky and Southern Indiana. We're also dedicating it to a friend, Mr. Crusade Jim Walton, who died during the past year. Now, to explain our dedication, here's executive producer, the executive director of the Crusade for Children, Bud Harbesmeyer.
For the first time in 33 years, Jim Walton won't be on our stage as the crusade comes to a close and the cast is singing the traditional God Bless America. Jim Walton died late last year. In 33 years, we have lost to death many of our early supporters. But Jim Walton was one of the three men who took the dream of a crusade and made it a reality. We won't sing any sad songs for Jim. He wouldn't have liked that. Throughout his 40 years with this station, Jim was always a delight to be around. He was fun. He was a nice person. So no sad songs for Jim, just a few brief memories of the man we called Mr. Crusade. Jim walked into WHAS in 1939, read a brief announcement, and was hired on the spot. From that day on until 1979, with time out for World War II duty, Jim was a regular at WHAS. He was a popular radio disc jockey, and in the 40s hosted a radio show which was transformed into a television program called Walton Calling. It used a live audience. When the station needed a TV anchor for a cerebral palsy telethon in 1952, Jim was chosen. He did an encore of that job in '53. Then in 1954, when WHAS General Manager Vic Scholas and owner Barry Bingham Sr. decided on a new kind of telethon, one dedicated to all children with all kinds of handicaps, the man named to MC the first Crusade for Children was Jim Walton. For 25 crusades, Jim was the point man, keeping the show moving yet always with compassion. He had a combination wit and charm which helped him lead the crusade to success after success. Everybody that came in contact with Jim loved him. He was that kind of man. But it was the firefighters who particularly responded to Jim. It was they who began calling him Mr. Crusade. And when Jim died last November, it was they who provided an honor guard at his funeral, and they who escorted the hearse to the cemetery for the final goodbye. It was because of that kind of special relationship that we here at WHAS, WAMZ, thought it would be only fitting to do something that would honor Jim's memory year after year and involve firefighters too. That's why we created the Walton Memorial Trophy, this trophy, which each year will go to the 2 fire departments or county fire associations which have brought in the largest percentage increase over a year ago. I believe Jim would have liked the idea, and Wayne, I know the firefighters do. Almost every one of them have said to me, we're going to win that trophy. That statement alone is the best tribute I can think of for Mr. Crusade. We're thinking of you, Jim, and this crusade is dedicated to you.
I think that trophy is just about as tall as Jim was. Well, I know that the firefighters are really after those trophies. Or me too. We'll tell you that story tomorrow, and we'll watch and hear some of the wonderful stories that have taken place over the past couple of weeks or so, and over the past year, as the fire departments have vied with each other to try to take home the winning trophy and the championship it entails. You know, probably have read by now that these stations have been sold, or be in the process of being sold. We're being heard this 33rd WHAS Crusade for Children over WHAS Television Stereo 11, over WAMZ FM, and over Radio 84 WHAS, and over WHAS Radio over about 40 states. And after over 60 years, the Binghams have decided to sell WHAS. This is the 33rd Crusade, and when Mr. Bingham Sr. gave his blessing to the beginnings all those years ago, it was under his stewardship that it has begun and has grown into the wonderful success story that it is today. And that we thought it only fitting as we begin our program tonight, we hear from him. So here's Barry Bingham.
2 messages I want to deliver with all my heart. One is to express the deep gratitude I feel for all those thousands who have worked for the WHAS Crusade for Children and given it their support. They have created a unique asset for people in Kentucky and southern Indiana, one that is not equaled anywhere else. It has served countless children. It has bound a whole region together. My other message is one of confident hope for the future. I am certain that support for the crusade will not fade, but will continue to grow and flourish. The Crusade for Children is about caring for human beings and their needs. It is about giving help and rejoicing in the gift. Most of all, it is about love. Those qualities of life do not change. You have created a miracle right here in our workaday world. Miracles do not die. They only glow brighter and brighter in a world too full of darkness and doubt. Deeply and humbly, I thank you.
And of course, we'd like to say thank you very much to Mr. Bingham and to his family for the tradition of love and caring and hope that they fostered through the course of the year. And now, as the tradition and the torch is passed, I'd like to introduce you to our new owners. Jack Clifford is the Vice President for Broadcasting and Cable of Providence Journal. And welcome to our program. We're glad to have you here, Mr. Clifford.
Well, thank you very much, Wayne. To Mr. Bingham, we're glad to receive the passing of the torch, and we intend to keep it lit brightly. Not the least reason for our interest in purchasing the television station is this wonderful event. and we intend to pursue it just as diligently as the previous owners. I want to make that guarantee to everyone in Louisville.
Well, that's exciting news for us to hear.
Thank you. One last point. We've been traveling around today, seeing the area, and I am flat broke. Every fireman in the place has hit me pretty good.
You're already part of the tradition.
Yeah, I'm learning quick. Thank you very much.
Good study. Thank you, Jack. Welcome. Let me also introduce you to Mr. Hugh Gaylord, who's Corporate Industrial Relations for Providence Journal. Would you stand and say hello to us? This is Hugh Gaylord. Welcome to Kentucky. We're glad that you're here. Thank you.
What's camera? That's Wayne Perky. That was 1986 again.
Yeah, the year that all the Bingham companies were sold, and we're just really thankful we're still here with the Crusade.
Yeah, that was a big deal when the Binghams did decide to sell, but a true testament that the Crusade is now 73 years old.
That's right.
And
it was 33, I think, at the time.
Yeah. So
43.
it survives and it moves on, no matter who owns the television station. So that is very cool.
Think about all the children that have been helped since 1986 when it was sold, because it kept going.
Yeah. Have you seen Matt?
Matt
Breland?
No. I forgot he was here.
What are you doing, Matt?
There you are.
You've been away.
I'm over here on the phones. Call me. Over here getting ready to take all of the donations that you guys want to get. Are we at 3 a.m. yet?
We are. We're coming up on it about 6 minutes.
Okay, so for everybody that's, 3 a.m. That's what time I wake up to get ready for Good Morning Kentucky.
I don't think he likes working.
Oh, that's not good. Okay.
I'll just come share with you.
There we go. All right, cool. All right. Hey, Steve.
Hey.
Hey, call us. We're here to take your calls.
This is the number, right?
Yes.
582-7511.
Share the joy. Share the joy.
I think y'all might be bringing something back.
I think so. Well, this is around what time I usually wake up anyway, so I'm about to hit my second wind here. I usually wake up at 3 a.m. to get ready for Good Morning Kentuckiana. So, but 582-7511 or 1-888-382-7511 to make your donation.
Please make the phone ring.
We're looking back on some past Crusades. We're at 1986.
That's right.
I think we're going to stay there.
A lot of good stuff happened in the mid-'80s. We're just kind of parked here because so many good things, exciting things. Now, we'd be remiss if we didn't, brag on WHAS. At the time, we were a CBS affiliate, and Dukes of Hazzard aired right here. So it was nice that John came to the people in Louisville, because apparently I think he lives here. Or at least he comes here somewhat often. Right.
Southern Indiana.
He has his own production company? Yeah. Well, wouldn't it be cool to hear what he sounds like singing?
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever heard him sing?
You know all of our stars that we have here. Okay.
She's a fan.
Now, do you have a favorite Dukes of Hazzard episode? Did you ever watch it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Came on before Dallas.
Oh, Sheriff Bosco, right? Is that the Sheriff?
No,
Bosco?
Roscoe Pico Train.
Roscoe.
Pico
Well,
Train.
Yeah.
this is
Boss Hog.
this
Boss
illustrates the power of the knowledge that Jack Fox has. He told me this when he was getting ready to leave. I mean, he didn't even say this for on air, and it's like, this is good stuff. Apparently, the actor who played the sheriff is from Hazard, and he's the cousin to the another set of brothers from Kentucky. They sing, but yeah, it's a really cool Kentucky connection that only Jack Fox knows. And so, let's go ahead and I wonder what he's going to sing. Let's find out. 1986. This is going to be John Snyder singing at the 33rd WHAS Crusade for Children.
Well, now, as we said for so many years on with the show, our aim tonight is to entertain you. And our first guest is a very special guest. He's star of television and radio and movies. Had a big movie, Stagecoach, was remade just the other night. You probably got to see him. We'll talk to him about that. He's also a producer, he's a writer, and an entertainer extraordinary. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome to Kentuckiana and our 33rd WHAS Crusade for Children, John Snyder.
Thank you. Thank you.
lights, music, or warm conversation, 'cause there's no substitution for you. 'Cause I've got all that I need to behave. 'Cause your love makes everything right. You're the first thing that I'll need tomorrow, and you're the last thing I needed tonight. You're the last thing I needed. You always are. I can't wait for the day to end. And you're the last thing I needed to hold in my arms if I should never wake up again. Now I always find you somewhere in my dreams, and I know when I close my eyes, you're the first thing that I'll need tomorrow, and you're the last thing I needed tonight. Yeah, you're the first thing that I'll need tomorrow, and you're the last thing that I needed tonight.
Thank you. Thank you very much. There's some. Hey, thank you, Brian. We got a young man sitting right out here named Brian who's got $50.04 in that little bucket. He's collected all by himself. You see the number on the back there. We're going to give you some local numbers later on that you can call. Oh, there's Brian. You're on TV. Well, look this way. Brian, look up there at that camera. Yeah. There's the money right there. He's got it in his lap there. You raised that money all by yourself, right? Good man. Good man. Who's the pretty lady with you? Okay. We got a number sitting on the screen behind us, 57. Now, what could be easier than that? 571-2345. Get on your phone, call that number. We're going to be giving you a lot of local phone numbers in your area, so you don't have to pay the toll and all that kind of stuff later on in the show. But we've got money up on the tote board already, $67,850. You raised $2 million last year. Let's try to make more than that this year, all right? We're going to do a little song for you now, written by this man over here. His name is Jay Lacey, and the song's called One More Night. Goes like this.
Well, I was driving down the highway in a big black limousine. I reckon went #1 today in Billboard magazine. Now people are coming from miles away just to hear me sing a country tune. But I'd give it all up if I could spend just one more night with you. Give me one more night of loving you. Hold me in your arms the way you used to do. Give me one more night and it'll make my dream come true. I said I'd give it all up if I could spend just one more night with you. Oh. Well, I was born a poor boy, so poor I had no shoes. But now I'm buying all my jeans at Saks Fifth Avenue. And my friend really think that I'm a fool. Come on up. Because I'd give it all up if I could spend just one more night with you. Give me one more night of loving you. Hold me in your arms, how the way that you used to do. Give me one more night, and it'll make my dream come true. I said I'd give it all up if I could spend just one more night with you. Go ahead, Johnny on the piano, go Johnny! Give me one more night of loving you. Hold me in your arms, how the way that you used to do. Give me one more night, and it'll make my dream come true. I said I'd give it all up if I could spend just one more night with you. I said I'd give it all up if I could spend me one more night with you. Go!
Oh, gosh. Thank you very much. You know, we just, this last weekend, I've been involved for a couple of years now with actually it's the 4th year in a row, with raising money for children's hospitals all over the country. And now I'm happy to say this year, it's called the Children's Miracle Network, and we raise money in the United States and Canada and Mexico, and also this year in where were we? Sydney, Australia as well. So that turned out to be a great effort. So I'm just trying to tell all you folks which camera is on. This one. All you folks out there watching the television, it's hard to see the red light, but it's watching the television, anything you can do to help out children, anything ever in your lives, be it tonight, be it tomorrow, be it any time, whether it's going to children's hospitals or going anywhere and helping out and just saying hello or watching television or playing chess, go and do it. It'll give you such a wonderful, wonderful feeling. You'll feel good for the rest of your lives. There's no better thing to do with your time than to help out a child. This is a little song that came out a couple of months ago, and it went to #1, I'm real happy to say, because of you folks out there. It's called A Memory Like You.
You know you shouldn't be here. What am I supposed to do? Don't you know I found a new love? And I'm trying to be true. Didn't you say we were over? Why do you keep hanging on? You're no longer welcome. Can't you just leave us alone? What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. She thinks we're all through. That's not the way it is. When I hold her in my arms, it's your lips I still kiss. What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. And don't you know it would hurt her to find you here with me? Why make me remember the way we used to be? Can't you see that she can love me the way you never could? for good. What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. She thinks we're all through. But that's not the way it is. When I hold her in my arms, it's your lips I still kiss. What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this. What's a memory like you? Doing in a love like this.
Got it?
There you go. Okay, go on in.
Okay.
All right, that's Crusade Memory from 1986. That is
Bo Duke.
Bo Duke,
Yeah.
but really
John Snyder.
Yeah.
Yes. Tom Wopat was Luke. Now,
Luke Duke.
in 2005, it was Sean William Scott who was Luke Duke, the blonde. And Sean William Scott.
I just remember it was the guy from American Pie.
No, Johnny Knoxville. It was Johnny Knoxville and Sean William Scott. They were the Dukes of Hazzard cousin. And who played the lady? Jessica Simpson.
Yeah.
Jessica
Right,
Simpson.
right.
These boots were made for walking. That's a
Which
song she
was
would do.
originated by Nancy Sinatra.
Yeah.
People must love the Dukes of Hazzard. The phones are ringing.
582-7511, 1-888-382-7511. It is 3:10 in the East, and you're watching the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children. I'm Steve Kirkland, my co-host Matt Breland here. Matt, this second crusade, correct?
That's right. Yeah,
Okay.
did the same setup last year and decided to do it again this year. You know, I'm got plenty of energy.
Awesome. Glad to have you back. People are taking.
John Anderson lives in, or John Snyder lives in Madison, Indiana now.
That's right. Is
And
Indiana.
Roscoe Pico Train lived in, James Best lived in Corydon. That's
Wow.
Okay.
And he
Cool.
married in Corydon and he passed away.
So there's a lot of Kentucky connection. Well, yeah, Hazard, Dukes of Hazzard, there is a Hazard, Kentucky. Thank you.
I've never even put that together. Dukes of Hazzard. Is it supposed to be Hazard,
Yeah.
Kentucky?
I don't think it was Hazard.
Maybe not, but I thought it was cool when I
But
was
that's cool.
looking
I
for
mean,
local connections.
if you want to say that, I mean, I
Well, it's
don't.
kinda like Springfield.
I don't think anybody's fact checking us right now.
Maybe it's
so.
Springfield and The Simpsons. Remember, nobody knows what Springfield
Right,
it is.
yes.
Maybe it's like
Yeah.
it could have been
It's
Kentucky.
A universal kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Now, it looked like John Snyder was a pretty good singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, he wasn't bad.
No.
It was okay.
He was okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, look at the talent that has come through this room.
Yeah.
Now, I was asking you, do you really think that these tables have always been red and blue? Because I think if it's done, we should give a shout out to the set designer and also the Crusade logo artist. They did a really good job with the red, white, and blue this year.
They did.
Because
Yeah.
it's the 250th anniversary of our nation tomorrow, or next month, for July 4th. Oh, earrings? Very nice, very nice.
You're in the holiday spirit earlier. Great.
I mean, this set has been this color for as long as I can remember.
Okay, well, when you put white donation cards on it, it's red, white, and blue.
Yeah.
It's perfect for the season. Now, what's cool is the Plus channel. Anybody across the world can see the Crusade. Think about that.
Okay, you tell people what you're talking about because they may not know what the Plus channel is. How
It's
do
an
people get to the?
app.
There you go. Okay.
And if you have Roku, you can get it downloaded on your Roku, connected to your TV, and watch it on your TV. You don't have to watch it on your phone. But if you want to put the Plus app on your phone, you can. But it's just really cool. You can watch these long form pieces that we put on. Me and Doug Profit present a lot of old long form stuff, and you can just put it on your TV like it's a regular TV show. And you all have Rokus,
And
don't
you
you?
have access
Or
to a
smart TVs.
24/7 live streaming local radar that you can watch all the latest weather details on.
Somebody I know.
Are you a weather guy?
Weather nerd, professional weather nerd for sure.
Somebody I know has some kind of a show that comes on every mid morning, right?
Yeah, Weather Impact Live. You can catch me and my other meteorologist Austin Evans is always with me too. That airs Monday through Friday on WHAS 11 Plus from about 11 to 11:30-ish. Cuts off around 11:27 or so. But yeah, we just talk about weather.
What's cool
Just
about
keep doing our job.
WHS is we have a really loyal following on our YouTube channel. I think most amount of people out of anybody else in the market, out of TV stations, people really like the YouTube channel, and we have a really good Plus channel that people like to watch, and we harness it all for the Crusade. Everything we showed, we had a live feed of the Crusade earlier today. We have the Plus channel, so it's great that anything that WHS does, and I know WHS Radio too, does it this weekend. It's all about the Crusade, all about the kids.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And really, the Crusade has embraced new technology and ways to make money throughout the 73 years. I mean, just like how you can donate. You can donate Venmo, the Cash App, PayPal, Apple Pay, just by scanning the QR code that's on the bottom of the screen. You can call in traditionally at 582-7511 or 1-888-382-7511 and securely on the app and on the website. So we make it easy for people to give.
If you're, I wouldn't say old-fashioned, because I don't think it's old-fashioned to want a physical book to read, right? If you want the tactile feeling of things, there's a sheriff's deputy. Thank you for everything you all do, because if you call and you say, I want somebody to physically pick up my donation, one of those will come to pick it up.
$100 donation or more, sheriff's deputy will come and pick that up from you. Probably not right now, probably a little later in the day.
Probably after 6 or 9 a.m.
3 a.m. sheriff's deputy knocking on your door. It's probably not good news. So we'll do that a little later this afternoon.
Good plan. Good plan.
Please call in. Let's put it to a test.
That's right. I know. And
Tell somebody you want to donate $100.
Right. Our phones could ring at any second too, honestly. So
that's the fun of a telethon, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Just waiting on the phones to ring, and then you're.
I've heard this so many times from different people. You can't describe it.
Like that.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody.
I'll take this one.
Go ahead.
Thank you for calling WHAS Crusade. How would you like to make your donation? Okay. All right, you guys. I've got some work to do.
All right,
Matt.
Thank you very much.
While Matt's doing that, Joe.
I was gonna say the best thing about this Crusade is that people fumble around on how to describe it, because people want to say telethon, but it's so much more, because over 50% of our total every year is raised by the firefighters.
Right.
So we are a telethon, but you can't describe the Crusade by just saying telethon, because the firefighters do so much for us.
They do. And the people of Kentucky and Southern Indiana that dig deep in their pockets every year to help change a child's life, and been doing it for 73 years. 582-7511, 1-888-382-7511 is how you call. And we're going to 96 now.
That's right. We've jumped ahead a decade. Now, we did a YouTube short about this a couple days ago. I was trying to describe it. This is probably one of the most high energy opens we've ever had. We've got, I think it's at least 30 kids, and it's high energy. The music is great. You all know was it a good call?
It was a great call. It sure was. Yeah.
Good.
It was great.
Well, this year's headline was the guys who played the Blues Brothers. And I don't know if we knew this or not, but 30 years ago, it was an entire open. All the dancers, the Dying Moore dancers, were dressed up as the Blues Brothers.
I remember this.
And I mean, you talk about high energy, and even the hosts at the time, Wayne Perky and Melissa Swan, came out and they had their hats on. I mean, and of course, Brooke Cash and Terry Minor's dead today. So it's neat that it was 30 years difference, but we still had a Blues Brothers theme this year and 30 years ago. So this is the opening from 1996. It's really neat if you like the Blues Brothers.
You can count on Kentuckiana's news channel, WHAS 11.
From the Kentucky Center for the Arts in downtown Louisville, for the 43rd consecutive year, the WHAS Crusade for Children is on the air.
you do to live, thrive, and survive, there are still some things that make us all the same. You, me, them, everybody, everybody.
Appearing on this year's WHAS Crusade for Children are your hosts, 84 WHAS Radio morning man Wayne Perkey and Kentuckiana News Channel's Melissa Swan. Roger Dane conducting the Crusade Orchestra, the Diane Moore Dancers, musical theater star Melissa Combs, Louisville musical stylist Judy Marshall, the exciting talent of nightclub entertainer and recording star Karen Kraft, Doug and Deborah Crawley singing the hits from Showboats, Louisville's singing legend Randy Atcher, the vocal styles of Crusade regular Joanne Hale, one of Louisville's premier gospel singers, Marshall Kellum, the co-host of WHAS TV's Louisville Tonight Live, Bob Stoller, and the familiar voices from 84 WHAS Radio, WAMZ, the news professionals of Kentuckiana's News Channel, and the star of the 43rd Crusade, with more #1 records than even he can count, the pride of Newman, Georgia, Mr. Doug Stone.
Dollars, dimes I'm missing, waiting at the end of the line. Call them up, bring it in, fight it out, send it in. Call them up, bring it in, Crusade.
And now, here are your hosts for this year's Crusade for Children, ladies and gentlemen, Wayne Perky and Melissa Swan.
Hello and welcome.
You are way cool tonight, Wayne.
Oh, gosh, thanks. Except I can't decide which one of us is going to be Elwood.
You're taller, I think.
Elwood's the taller?
Yes.
Well, you're going to have to add a couple of pounds to do Jake, I think. Well, anyway, thank you all very much for coming. We have what we think is going to be one of the best in the 43-year history of the WHAS Crusade for Children shows ahead of you. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
All right. For the 43rd time, we're back to say Kentuckiana. We're going to have a good time together, and when this is all over, we know that we're going to be saying, you did it again.
All right, that's from 1996, and
Right. What an opening.
It was a great opening.
I mean, you talk about high energy.
Yeah.
I mean, every detail was perfect on that. They even had cool flowers around the stage.
And Joe has been rehearsing his too, so sooner or later you'll get to see some of his.
That's right. That's right.
dance moves
Yeah.
from that
I think
choreography
some of the great camera guys from St. X is going to help us out later. Yeah. What do you mean? No. Yes. Yes. Jokesters. So very similar because Brooke and Terry also had the hats tonight. So it's a cool linking. See, there's all sorts of things linking everything to this weekend from years past.
Did you plan that, or did it just work out?
Well, Phil is the great producer of the WHAS Crusade for Children. I'm imagining he's the one who booked those. I don't know if he had it in his mind or not.
Well, I mean, did you plan the clip based on?
Well, you know me, I just use anything that ends with a 6. So, so that was 96. So it just so happened, yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So we're watching the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children on WHAS 11 and on News Radio 840 WHAS, both in Louisville, Kentucky. Wherever you are watching or listening to us, we're glad that you're here on the overnight portion of the Crusade. And Joe, we'll tell people you can be a part of the Crusade by calling 582-7511 or 1-888-382-7511. And Joe, what's the piece of pizza here?
Well, I noticed some of the camera guys were eating this, and I was like, this is crazy. And they're like, well, we're about ready to go on. I was like, well, I'll just use the opportunity to say thank you to all of our food sponsors. You know, this is Spinelli's, and I accidentally promoted Papa John's earlier.
Yeah,
John
yeah.
Snyder is the Papa John's founder. John Snyder is the one who played in Dukes of Hazzard. So I want to say thanks to Papa John's also donated food. So thank you all. And
well, and you know that's a lot of folks donate food and time, and you know we're here on the overnight portion of the Crusade,
taking your calls.
Yeah, and there are a lot of other people in this building who may have helped earlier with the variety show at Paristown, and they're coming back and getting equipment ready for tomorrow, when thousands of people will come through this building, firefighters and volunteers and
sing God Bless America.
Folks who are making food to feed all the people that come through. So thank you very much to all those people who make that possible.
Yes,
We
for
appreciate
dedicating their time and all of their efforts to making this all worth it.
Our phone operators would love to take your call. Matt would be happy to take your call at
we're ready for 'em.
582-7511, 1-888-382-7511. You can also donate online at whascrusade.org. And once you make that pledge, if you would drop that check, if you're writing a check still, in the mail to 520 West Chestnut Street, Louisville, Kentucky, 40202. Or if you'd rather, you can donate easily digitally as well.
That's the way that everybody likes doing their donations, because it's so easy too.
Right.
You know, we wanted to make it easier for you. Just scan that QR code and it takes you right to it.
And if we can raise that money, we need to set an amount. Then me and the St. X guys will do the dance number.
How much money do we have to raise?
$100.
$100.
Yeah.
I think we can do that. Where are we at with the tote board? Can we look at the tote board just a second? Let's see where we are at 3:30 in the East.
Okay, we're getting close.
All right. We're coming up on the $2 million mark here. We're at $1.8 million. and some change there. So thank you, Kentuckiana, for helping change a child's life with a special need.
We're getting really close to 6 million. Last year, we were just a little bit shy of 6 million. We were 5.8, I think.
Yeah.
So fingers crossed, we're going to hit 6 million this year.
Keep it going.
You know, any donation that you can make counts, whether that's $1 or $100 or maybe $73 for the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children. But we need your help, Kentucky.
I had an idea. You know, this is all the craze about a year ago. What are the dates of this year's Crusade for Children? What are the dates?
6, 7.
6, 7. So if you're looking for some random number off the top of your head to donate tonight, you can donate $67.
$67.
Just 2. We'll get that dance going with the St. X students tonight.
Tote board is.
Want to pay to see that too? Yeah.
The tote board has just changed. We're now at $1,881,743.63 for the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children. And Joe, you've got some more. If you can get the pizza off of your list here.
It's okay. It's just a pepperoni sting.
What 6 are we going to now?
2006 was a great year. You remember who the headliner was in 2006? It's kind of a sad bit of news that happened this week.
Was it Peebo Bryson?
That's right.
Yeah.
He was awesome to the Crusade, and you could tell he really did love the kids. He loved this institution. He said multiple times, multiple years, he said, I will come back anytime you all have me.
He came back 3 times, I think,
Right.
didn't he?
He was here in 2004 for the 51st, came back 2 years later in 2006, and he came back for the 60th. We needed a big headliner for the 60th, and he was there. He loved coming, and you could tell he always interacted with the children because you know his top everybody. You know the Tom Wopat and John Snyder. Do you know the 2 songs, the Disney songs that Peebo Bryson got a Grammy for?
Whole New World.
Whole New World and Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah. Me too.
Now, Aladdin came out in '92. The very next year, or that was the second one. The year before was '91. That was Beauty and the Beast. So I mean, for 2 years in a row, there, Peebo Bryson was like it as far as popular songs that every family knew those songs. And you remember he didn't do the voice in the film because that was the voice actor, but in the ending credits, he always sang it. Now, one of them he was with Celine Dion, and I think you'll even see coming up. This was 2006. That he performed these songs. Doug Prophet and I, we were able to get both the songs in our 11 o'clock newscast on Monday. And it's good because, I mean, he's like, Celine Dion, what a wonderful woman. We need to applaud her. She couldn't be here tonight, but you'll hear both parts. And this is from 20 years ago. This is the second time he was at the Crusade, but he kept coming back. He came back one more time after this. This is 2006. This is him singing a lot of good music. I think you'll hear a Disney song too in this, 2006.
And it goes, Come on, everybody. There we go. Oh, that's right. Come on. I love it.
I can show you the world, shining, shimmering, splendid. Tell me, princess, now when did you last let your heart decide? I can open your eyes, take you wonder by wonder, over, sideways, and under, on a magic carpet ride, a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view, and no one to tell us no, or where to go, or save your only dreaming. A whole new world, a
that's where we will be. A thrilling tale. It's a wondrous place for you and me. Okay, let's take a big bow, kids. Take a big bow. Keep it together. Stand here. Swing it. Good job, good job, good job. Good job. Good job. Lovely. Good job. Excellent job. Way cool. Way cool. Way cool. Good job. Good job. Awesome. You guys are totally awesome. You know what? We're having so much fun. Let's just do one thing here. I want everybody to do this one thing. Come on. Everybody stand up. Come on. Come on. Everybody stand up and dance. Everybody get up. Come on. Hands together like this. Come on. Hands together like this. Here we go. Got turned up under the sweet. Got stoned away, came to the wall. Got one so naturally. I did not know it was a love. First thing I felt was you pulling me closer. And I did not know what to do. So I let myself go. Now my head is in the clouds. I think this night will last forever. I've been waiting for you, but it's been so long. I knew just what I would do when I heard your song. And you feel this heartbreak a kiss, and you gave me freedom. And I knew I could not resist, 'cause I needed someone. Now my head is in the scars. Oh, this night will last forever. I want to hear you say, oh, 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 oh. Ain't nobody love me better. There's no one gonna make me feel this way. Ain't nobody love me better than you. know I got a love so deep, and I miss your love. Ain't nobody. Hands together like this, come on. Ain't nobody love me better. Nobody make
Children. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. He was raising the roof tonight, that's for sure.
Great show.
Wow.
And of course, he had to thrill all the local florists because he just handed out 3,000 roses throughout the building here. That was just a phenomenal show. He was here a couple of years ago and got a similar response. He's so good with the kids.
Serenade. The women have been serenaded. The children have been serenaded. They've been on stage. They've given roses. Is this not the perfect night?
Absolutely. Peebo Bryson, excellent show. Thank you so much for that.
That's Peebo Bryson from 2006.
What a class act.
Yeah, and Joe, we ought to mention that during the memorials, it'll start at 6 a.m. when the overnight portion of the crusade ceases. Tomorrow morning, there'll be this morning, there'll be a tribute to Peebo while the memorials are running.
From 6 to 8 a.m. Yep.
Yeah. So if you didn't get enough Peebo there, you'll get some more.
Yeah, class act. He loved the crusade, and I mean, we loved him. 3 different times he came.
Yeah.
And, the 60th was the last time he did it, and so that was, just over 13 years ago. It's recent memory. We all remember him. When he passed away, Doug Prophet didn't spend any time wondering if we should put it. It was in the headline because he means a lot to us here at WHAS.
Yeah, it was good. I saw that and then saw it posted online. So pretty cool. You can be a part of the Crusade for Children. My co-host Matt Breland has refreshed his coffee and ready to go for the home stretch of the overnight of the crusade. Here's your microphone, sir.
What's your favorite one of Peebo Bryson's songs? Probably one of the Disney ones, right?
Right. Oh, yeah, of course.
A whole new world, right? Something like that.
Yeah. I'm not even going to try and pitch that just
I did it at a karaoke party a few months ago, and everybody seemed like I did it. I did good.
Yeah.
Probably not as good as Peebo, though.
Did you have roses that you handed out at the end?
No, thank you for reminding me. Terry Miners, I put together his 20th anniversary of co-hosting the Crusade a few years back because he started, his first year of co-hosting was 2000 when Wayne Perky retired in 99 was his last year. And I tried to get all the best moments of Terry Miners. And the part that just sticks out in my mind is when he says, man, you should see this guy. It takes him forever to leave church because he always has to go into the giving out roses, and it takes him 10 minutes. Terry's so quick-witted. He's a funny guy. We love Terry. Now, there's a lot of other stuff that was good in 2006, though. There's also the opening. That was really good. Dying More Dancers.
Yeah. Do you have that?
And the Miracle Dancers. They're always one of the favorite parts. Yeah. If only we could see that part. Well, it ends with a 6, so we must have it. So we can watch the open right now if you want.
Key time right there.
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. Let's see it.
Yeah.
And it goes,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 53rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children. Tonight, you'll be entertained by the soulful baritone of Peebo Bryson, the powerful vocals of Anicia Anderson, the sassy stylings of Melissa Combs, the joy of State Fair talent show winners Tyler Bliss and Ricky Case, the raw energy of the Diane Moore Dancers, the heartwarming goodness of the Miracle Dancers, the big band bounce of Roger Dane and the Crusade Orchestra. Rounding out this variety show extravaganza, the rousing call from the Crusade Cannonball, Patrick Hughes. Ladies and gentlemen, kicking off the 53rd annual WHAS Crusade for Children, the Diane Moore Dancers. Ladies and gentlemen, your hosts for the 53rd Annual WHAS Crusade for Children, Melissa Swan and Terry Miners.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Yay! What a way to get started. And Roger Dane and the fabulous orchestra.
You know why. You know why they're so filled with energy. Because they just got out of school. That's why they're feeling that good. It's summertime, baby.
They are feeling that good because they're the opening act on the WHAS Crusade for Children. What a way to kick it off. This is the 53rd Annual WHAS Crusade for Children.
Check this out, right here. And 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, there we go.
We got our $100 pledge. Who did that come from? Who gave us our $100 pledge right here?
Brian Taylor.
Brian Taylor.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Let's hear it for the St. X dancers!
Brian,
That was very talented. Now, Joe, you really were getting your kicks up there. Really
Well, you
high.
gotta. You don't
Yeah.
halfway do stuff when you're doing it for the Crusade.
That's right. That's right. You go all in. You go all in. That was great. I loved the choreography.
Thank you.
and that $100 not only was for the dance, but in memory of Adam Austin as well. So thank you, Brian, for that pledge to the 73rd WHAS Crusade for Children. We've obviously lost control. It is just before.
Yeah.
It's just before 4 a.m. You're watching the Crusade on WHAS 11. I'm sorry. You're listening on News Radio 840 WHAS Louisville, and thank God they didn't have to see that if they were listening on the radio.
I think we were very good.
You're no Diane Moore dancers. I'll just tell you that.
We're not. But we were having fun for the Crusade.
Well, and you know, all of the Crusade stuff gets archived, so now that lives forever.
Now, whenever we're doing Crusade years and years from now, we'll be able to pull the archive footage of that.
Right, yeah.
And so do you remember in 2026,
Yeah.
whenever Joe Federley brought out the St. X kids and did a dance?
It was for the Crusade and the 250th birthday of the nation. It all works out. And one of the St. X students actually said, I want to make sure this is recorded so I can have a copy of it before he agreed to do it. So we're proud of it.
Great.
He's going to put that on his demo reel?
I think so. Is that right? Hey, I think they killed the high kicks.
Yeah. Yeah, the high kicks were great.
You got to be careful what'll come back and haunt you in a few years. So.
So did you all actually like the 2006 opening?
Yes.
Yeah.
You actually saw really good dancing. You see, we wanted to give you a contrast. You could see how good they are and how much work the amateurs need.
Right.
Yeah.